Assalamualaikum. This is Hamna Khalid from Ocean of Knowledge. Today I will tell you the detailed description about personal pronoun. The most important thing is to know what is personal pronoun. Personal pronoun is a short word that we use as a simple substitute for the proper name of a person. Each of the English personal pronoun shows us grammatical number, gender, person and case of the noun it replaces. I, you, we, they, your, her, these are personal pronoun. Now I am giving you the example, two examples. You must see what is the difference between these two examples. Which example is more better? Ali is absent because Ali is ill. And the other example is Ali is absent because he is ill. In these two sentences, we are saying that in the first sentence, in both sentences, in first example, on two sentences we use Ali 2 times. But in second example, we use Ali in the first sentence. In the second sentence, we use personal pronoun. And it is better, the second sentence is better, the second example is better than the first example. Now look at this example. I am alright, you are alright, they are alright. In all these sentences, I, you and they are personal pronoun. Personal pronouns stand for 3 persons. The person speaking, which is subjective, the person speaking to, and the person speaking of. Now I have made the chart on the whiteboard to make it more clear to you what are personal pronoun. What is personal pronoun? Now look at the form of the personal pronoun. I have already told you that I and we are first persons. I is used for singular and we is used for plural. If they are in nominative case, they will be I and we. If they are in possessive case, they will be my, mine, our and ours. If it is accusative case, they will be me and us. Now we look at the second person. I told you that you is the second person alone. It can stand for both singular and plural. If it is nominative case, it will be you. If it is in possessive case, it will be your and yours. If it is accusative case, it will be you. Now we look at the third person. I told you that he, she, it and they stand for third person. If it is male and singular and it is nominative case, it will be he, and if it is possessive case, it will be his, and it is accusative case, it will be him. And if it is female and singular for she, it will, nominative case, it will be she, possessive case, it will be her and hers, and accusative case, it will be her. If it is neuter, it usually used for inanimate things. It is nominative, it will be it. If it is possessive, it will be its. If it is accusative, it will be it. And if we are using plural for third person, we will use they. For all genders, they are used they. If it is nominative, it will be they. If it is possessive, it will be their and theirs. And if it accusative, it will be them. Now we move towards the next point. There are 2 forms of possessive. Possessive has 2 forms. It can be possessive adjective and other is possessive pronoun. I told you that for I, it has 2 possessive, my and mine. We has our and ours. You has your and yours. Every personal pronoun has 2 possessive. He, for he there is his or his. She, for she there is her and hers. And it has its and again its. There is no change in he and it. When we are using the noun in the end, then we use first possessive. Then when we are using the noun in the start, then we use the second possessive. Now we move its uses and how we can use it in most of the places. Now I tell you the uses of it, where it can be used. I have already told you that it is used for inanimate thing, and the uses of it are given. The first use is for things without life. It is used for the things without life. For example, here is your book, take it away. And the other use of it is that for animal, unless we clearly wish to speak of them as male or female. If we don't want to mention the sex of animal, we can use it. For example, he loves his dog very much and he cannot do without it. And the other use is to refer to some statement going before. For example, he is telling is not true and he knows it. For the statement we will use it. And other use is as a temporary subject before the verb to be when the real subject follows. We can use the it when the real subject is present, but we are not using the real subject. We start it from it. For example, it is easy to find fault. We know that there is a subject present, but we are using the subject in the end, and we are starting it from it. How, where is you will say where is the subject in this example? It is easy to find fault. If we remove it, we can say to find fault is easy. We can start from to find fault, we can make subject to find fault, and in this way it will be correct sentence. To find fault is easy. And other use is to give emphasis to noun and pronoun. If we want to give emphasis to noun and pronoun, we will use it. For example, we can say it is you who began the quarrel. And other use is as an indefinite nominative of an impersonal verb. We know that whenever we say it falls snow, it thunders, it drizzles, and we say it rains, whenever we will use this kind of verb, we start because there are no subject in this type of verb. We can't use any other verb. For it we use it. If we say it rains, it means the rain rains. But we will not say the rain rains, we will say it rains. And the last use is that in speaking of weather or time. If we are speaking about weather or time, we will start it from it. For example, we can say it's winter, it's 3 o'clock, it's morning, it's evening. I think it is clear to you. Now we move towards the other use of personal pronoun. The use of personal pronoun is that when a pronoun stands for collective noun, it must be in the singular number if the collective noun is viewed as a whole. For example, if we use the word which point out collective noun. For example, we can say about match, we can say about jury. In it there are so many persons, but they are used as collective noun. In it we use singular pronoun. For example, we can say after a few minutes jury gave its verdict. But the notable thing is that if the collective noun conveyed the idea separated individually comprising the whole, the pronoun will be in plural. For example, if they have different opinions in the jury, every person have different opinion, they have not the same opinion. If they have same opinion, there are so many persons but they have same opinion, we will use singular. But if they have so many opinions, they are divided, then we will use plural. For example, jury were divided in their opinion. The next use is that when two or more singular nouns are joined, the pronoun must be plural. When two or more singulars are joined or connected, then between them we use and, then we will use plural. For example, Ali and Adnan worked hard. They are praised for their teacher. The third use is that when two singular nouns joined and preceded by each and every pronoun must be singular. For example, every sailor and every soldier was in his place. And the other use is that when two or more singular nouns are joined by either, neither, or nor, the pronoun is singular. For example, Ali and Adnan must lend his hand. And the other example is when a plural noun or singular noun are joined by or nor, it must be in singular. When there is singular noun also and plural noun also, and they are connected, we will use them in plural. For example, either manager or his assistant failed in their duty. And the other example is good manners required that we should say it is good manner that we use I in the end. In every situation we should use I in the end. For example, we can say he and I. We should not say I and he. We should say you and I, they and you and I, and he and I, she and I. It is good manner. If we are using these plural, we are using all these pronouns together, two pronouns together or three pronouns together, we must place I in the end. Each of the personal pronouns such as I, you, we, they has different form for accusative case: me, them, us. But each of the personal pronoun has different form for accusative case. But it is the common mistake to use I for me. It is a common mistake that if we use I for me, because whenever we use conjunctions, we put them in accusative case and we put me in the end. For example, all these presents are for you and me. And other notable is that if we use but, after that we will also use accusative case. For example, we can say no one will help you but me. Okay, the lecture is over. I think you have understood it in a better way. See you in the next lecture.